guys, so for the first part of this video, this is the fabric we'll be using for the pencil infinity dress. This is the fabric we'll be using, and then always make sure you fold your fabric into two. So I have done that. I have folded my fabric into two. So now I'll just gently place my pattern on this and then cut it out. If you want to know how I achieve this pattern, I have previous video on how to draft pattern for skirts. Please go watch that, and also I'll be leaving a link on the description box below. Now I'll gently pin this pattern to my fabric and then cut it out. I'll make sure that I place it perfectly well on the fabric, the wrong side of the fabric, and then cut it out. All that is done, I'll go ahead and bring in my back pattern down and place on the fabric and do the same thing I did for the front pattern. You know, the first one we just did was for the front pattern, so this is for the back pattern. This have the zip allowance here, so I'll gently place these two on the fabric and cut the same way I cut for the front pattern. You guys always make sure you fold your fabric into two before cutting. Once you're done cutting out the back piece, you make sure you go to the part where you have the zip, where you're supposed to have your zip allowance, and then you chalk 1 inch from the beginning of the fabric to the end. So that's what I'll be doing right now. I'll be chalking 1 inch from the beginning of the fabric to the end. That is for my zip allowance. So guys, I won't be showing you on this video how I attach the band to the skirt and to the top, because I uploaded a previous video already on how to make an infinity jumpsuit. So I'll advise you to go click on that video. That's the previous video before this one. Go click on it, the how to make an infinity jumpsuit, and see how I attach the band to the trouser and then to the top. The same procedure applies to this pencil infinity dress, you guys. So go click on that video. I'll also be leaving a link on the description box below. Aside that, you guys, this is the final look. So once you have your pattern, you cut out your band and you cut out the top for your infinity dress. That is it, you guys. Next video, you guys, will be drafting a pattern first for our flay. So we'll be drafting a pattern with this brown paper, and once we are done drafting this pattern, we'll be placing this brown paper on our fabric and then we'll cut out our flay. Measurement you need for your flay is just your round waist and then how long you want your flay to be. My round waist is 30. I'll be dividing that by 4. That will be 7.5. And then the length I'll be making my pattern is 10 inches because it's just a pattern. I'll be placing that on my fabric and then I'll be making whatever length I want, but for now it's 10 inches. Go ahead now and fold my brown paper into 4. Make sure you always fold into 4 for flay. When you want to get your flay, you fold into 4 together around circle. So I'll go ahead now and fold my brown paper into 4, and then make sure you have this pointy edge right here. And then once you are done doing that, after dividing into 4 and I got 7.5, as you can see what I'm doing right now, I placed my tape on my brown paper from that pointy edge, just trying to look for 7.5, making sure all sides my tape is sitting right in the middle, like all sides are equal, just looking for 7.5. You guys, for the next part, I will advise you to watch and see how I get my round waist on my flay. After getting my 7.5, sorry, 8, because I went ahead to leave space for my zip allowance, so I made it 8. So after getting 8 on the round waist, I'll go ahead now and cut out the length of my pattern. The length is going to be 10 inches, so I'll place the tape on every point to make sure I get a corresponding 10-inch round the pattern. Hello there, for you that is watching me for the first time, that is watching this page for the first time, please do go ahead and subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell so that you can get notification whenever I upload a new video. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also you can comment on the comment section below, why not? And you also email me if you want to. Don't forget to share this video, you guys. Please go ahead and share my video. I will really appreciate that. Cutting out my pattern, I'll just place this on my fabric. I'll fold my fabric again into 4 before placing my pattern on it, and then once I place my pattern on it, I'll go ahead and cut out the waist part where the waist is going to be seated. That's the round waist. And once I am done doing that, now I will now go ahead and take the new length for my gown, for my infinity dress, my flay infinity dress. I'll be taking the new length. Do note that as you're taking your length for your flay, make sure that as you place your tape on the round waist, where the round waist is sitting, make sure you move your tape when taking length. Like every part you're going to move your tape so you don't get a funny looking circle or flay, so you get a neat circle. You guys move your tape as you are moving along. I'll go ahead now and identify where is going to be the side when I wear my infinity dress, where it's going to be the side, because I want the sides to be shorter than the front and the back. So I'll go ahead now with my free hand and then just cut it off the sides. I'll make it shorter than the front and the back. Guys, let me quickly summarize this for you on how to cut out the band. So you cut out a band that is 6 inches wide or 5 inches wide. It is up to you. And then there is 3 to 4 inches longer than your round waist. If your round waist is 30, you add 3 inches, that's 33, or you can add 4 inches, that's 34. That's for the zip allowance. So once you're done doing that, now you divide that band you've cut, you fold it into 2 and then you cut it out. You fold it into 2. If it's 6 inches wide, you fold it into 2. Now you have 3 inches. So use the first part now to attach to you sew it to your skirt. That's half an inch. You sew it to your skirt and then you pin the top to the skirt and you bring in the second band and then you sew by half an inch too and close this up. You guys go watch my previous video on the infinity trouser. Before I pin the top to my band and my skirt, I make sure I identify where the middle of this flay is, and then once I am done doing that, I notch the middle and then I attach the top. I pleated the top to the 7 inches on one side, 7 inches on the other side to exhaust the 15 inches for the front side of my round waist, because my round waist is 30, the back is 15, the front is 15. For the zip allowance, I'm just going to take 1 inch from the beginning of the flay to the base of the flay. But when I'm attaching my zip, I'll just sew from the waist, I'll go down by 8 inches and that's where my zip will be sitting. As for the rest, I'll just close it up, you guys. So this is how you get your infinity dress flay. Yes, queen. This video was interesting enough for you guys. Hope you really like it. Please do go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to help me share this video. You guys, please go ahead and share this video. All right, thank you very much for watching from the beginning to the end. I really do appreciate you guys. I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye.